temos em nosso programa Mundo2Rodas, a partir de agora, o primeiro programa de uma série de nossa trip alpina de enduro mountain bike e wall mountain por essa região maravilhosa do mundo para a prática dos esportes com duas rodas. O Enduro Mountain Bike já tem praticamente 10 anos de história, mas no ano de 2013 ele se torna mundial com o início da EWS, EnduroWorldSeries, e nós tivemos a oportunidade de estar na terceira de 7 etapas em LesDeuxAlpes, na França. A primeira etapa aconteceu em Punta Ala, na Itália, a segunda em Valdaloz, mais para o sul dos Alpes, e a terceira etapa aqui em LesDeuxAlpes. E neste programa nós vamos começar a falar um pouco dessa modalidade com os principais expoentes mundiais. É uma modalidade que reúne o melhor do mountain bike, o melhor do off-road em duas rodas, trazendo características muito interessantes de todas as modalidades do esporte, mixando o melhor do mundo do downhill com o cross-country. Tudo isso em lugares maravilhosos, com muita estratégia e um esporte que tem uma longevidade enorme na carreira dos pilotos.
We're here in LesDeuxAlpes at the third round, which has been, it's incredibly different to the first two we've had. We started the series in the middle of May, 18th and 19th of May in Tuscany, starting and finishing on the beach by the Mediterranean, beautiful rolling hillsides, amazing old forest, some rock, some sand. Then we moved to Valdaloz last weekend, which is in the Southern Alps, a couple of hours south from here in LesDeuxAlpes. Very exposed on the summit, exposed ridgelines, good trails, longer stages. We introduced chairlifts in round two, so round one the riders just had to pedal. Beautiful single track in Valdaloz, lots of wooded trails, flowy, very nice. And then here we're much more in the high alpine, so we've kind of moved above the trees. Some chairlifts, some climbs in the stages. So a lot of the guys have said this weekend's very different to last weekend, even though we're only 2 hours away in the French Alps.
Well, this series is very unreal, as it's definitely crossing and combining everyone from the sport, from cross country, 4-cross, downhill, even trail guys. We're seeing a lot of diversity into the top riders coming into the World Enduro Series, just because this series is so diverse that they're looking for the best mountain biker in the world, and I think that's a tough challenge for everyone. So the technicity and the capacity that you need are very diverse, and I think that's what enduro is really about.
Yeah, I think the EnduroWorldSeries kind of caters to the general population of cycling, of mountain biking a lot better. I think the Downhill World Cup is quite specific, and the Enduro lets everybody participate.
Enduro is not new, it's just new as a racing, kind of racing thing, but yeah, I mean, for me Enduro is going up the mountains and having fun in the downhill with my friends. Enduro can be like maybe more downhill or more cross country, depends what you like and what's your favorite thing to do on a bike.
se começou a fazer downhill, subia-se um bocadinho no fundo para depois poder descer, e realmente já fazíamos enduro e mal nós sabíamos que o enduro ia ter esta força tão grande, ia ter este desenvolvimento, e realmente isso é uma parte gira de se perceber, porque na realidade toda a gente já fez enduro, só que agora realmente voltou-se a fazer enduro, mas de uma forma se calhar mais profissional ainda, o que é fantástico.
Well, to me, enduro mountain bike, you know, it's I've been starting racing mountain bike, or actually riding mountain bike back in '85, and I think it's what our godfathers in Marin County actually did in the early days, like gathering in a place, riding their bikes up. In the beginning was pushing, then they installed gears and stuff, and they kind of became mountain bike, and had a lot of fun on the way down. So I think enduro is just doing, in a race format, what we have been doing as mountain biker for forever.
No, I mean the importance of enduro. This is what you do on the weekend with your friends. You go to the mountains and you ride your bike. You ride up or you ride down. You know, I think Curtis Keene said it really well a couple of months ago, and he said, "I just want to ride my bike and have fun." And that's the spirit of enduro: is getting out here in the mountains, beautiful scenery, riding your bike, riding with friends, and just really enjoying the great outdoors and great places like here in LesDeuxAlpes.
I started working and talking with Enrico from Super Enduro and Fred from the French series of Enduro, and Darren Kinnaird over at Crankworks in Whistler a couple of years ago, and we all felt pretty passionately about Enduro and what it could bring to the sport for the amateurs and for the participation and just for the experience. And Super Enduro was exploding in Italy and the French series was exploding in France. A lot of the riders were saying that they wanted events to kind of focus on and race each other at and raise the level of the sport. So over a few years we just talked and talked and talked, and 2013 here we are.
I think it's starting well. We have some good competition, so it's good. It's hard and tough at every races, so the track are different every time. The kind of terrain, I mean, and it's starting well. The team are coming and doing things, so I think it's a good debut, and I'm sure it will continue like that during all the year.
It's cool to see just all around the world people being aware of that enduro can be what is the new thing in mountain biking, but it's always been mountain biking, and now people just focus on it. So they're riding more aggressively and thinking more about their skills and focusing more on the good parts of the sport. And I think there'll be a lot of really good mountain bike riders in the next 10 years just because of that attitude and approach of enduro.
In enduro, I don't have a lot. I just did one race in Les Terres Noires and another race called the World Cup in Puntada, and this one is the third one on the series. So it was good. It was really hard. I thought it would be hard, but it was really hard actually. And you know, I don't like a lot, you know, the uphill, so I like when it's downhill is what I'm doing, but yeah, I push it a bit myself and I enjoy it. It's good. I think I will do more, but you know, it's like you have to have different training too, so it's hard to do downhill and enduro at the same time, but that's okay. It's fun.
Yeah, I think this Enduro World Series gives us an opportunity to race quite a bit longer in our career, which is really good for us. This sport, you don't make a lot of money, so it's nice if you can extend your years a little bit.
Yeah, it's been, I think I never really planned on having the career that I've had, but certainly the downhill has been my focus for over 10 years, and finally having achieved what I set out to do with the World Cup overall and a World Championship title, I really felt like I was kind of ready for something else and a different challenge. And I think as well over those years I just started to enjoy riding my bike so much more and spending more time on it. And that's when the enduro thing kind of started to happen last year, and I went to try as many different races as I could. Really enjoyed it, and also decided I wanted to try out a few different events, and the cross-country eliminators was something that I tried. Was interesting. Definitely wasn't as fun as the enduros, so for me now having the chance to race a full World Series of enduro is a perfect transition from downhill, and I'm really enjoying it and glad I made the move.
Yeah, well, last year I decided that you know, I was going to retire from downhill. I've been racing for about 10 years, so yeah, really I had no intention of doing the enduro until the series came together, and then like just naturally it seemed like it was the strengths that I had from downhill. Like I always enjoyed the fitness aspect, I always enjoyed the training where we're pedaling and, you know, cross-country rides. So for me it's you know, it's almost like a perfect transition from downhill.